So I just wanted to show my new presser foot that I got from Amazon. It is Singer brand. I just wanted to play it safe. It was a little bit more expensive, but I just wanted to make sure that it was going to be a good one. I believe it was about $15 or $16, which, you know, is a little bit pricey, but I know it's going to be like really durable. A cool thing about this foot, it's kind of hard to tell. There we go, it's focusing. Those little lines on the foot is actually, like, if you're doing corners, it lets you know like where to turn the fabric, which is pretty neat. I've never really seen anything like that before. My previous presser foot doesn't have that, so that'll be kind of interesting. I'm not going to be using it for the quilting process. I don't do continuous corners. At least on the border with my other quilt, I would just like do a side stop and then do another side stop. So, but if I ever need to do corners for something else, maybe that would be a useful tool. So that's that. So I wanted to go ahead and just show you the presser feet side by side. So this was my original presser foot, and then this is my new presser foot. Technically you can do a 1/4 inch on this presser foot. You're just going along the edge there with your fabric. The only difference is now I'm going along the edge of this one, which is further over to the left. So it's just going to make it easier to follow along with the fabric. So definitely not a necessity, but me being more of a beginner, I think it will be more helpful for me. So my original one was covering these little teeth right here. And my presser foot, my 1/4 inch one, goes to the side of those teeth. So it definitely looks much different on the sewing machine as well. And so yeah, I'm hoping really it's going to be a big difference there. All right, since we got our nice new 1/4 inch presser foot, I wanted to just show you how to change that out. It's very simple. I actually didn't learn how to do it until like the very end of making my other quilt. Because it was like at the end we had some thick fabric and it popped the other one right off, and thought, oh, okay, that's how to take it off, even though we didn't need to at that point. So all you're gonna do is you're just gonna take it, and there's like this little slot right here that this little piece is in, which I'll show you. It's this little piece right here is just in that little slot. So we're just gonna put that to the side, and then we're gonna grab our new presser foot, our little 1/4 inch presser foot. And then the same thing, this has this little bit right here. We're going to, hard to get a hold of, come in behind it. Ooh, also, it's like shining off of everything. Just pop it in, and there it is. And that's it, you're ready to go. The only different thing about this presser foot is it does have a little hole instead of a slot. So the only thing you just want to make sure is if you go down with your needle, it actually goes through that hole. Because if not, then you've got a problem. Okay, one thing I thought would be kind of interesting to do is just kind of show the difference between the 1/4 inch seam and the one that I have on there currently. So I have a little bit of scrap fabric here that I'm going to use as an example. So let's see. I'm gonna just kind of trying to generally line it up. It's not cut like super well, so I'm just gonna do the best I can here. Alrighty. So this is my previous foot that I had on there. Let's go ahead and line it up. Alrighty. Let's go ahead, take that out. Not doing it all the way down. There's kind of no point really to that. Alright, whoa. Always hitting that thing. Alright, so then let's go ahead and pop this off like I showed before. And let's put our 1/4 one on there and just see the difference. Get our thread all through there. Oh my goodness, there we go. Alrighty. So I think, let me see if I can just pick right up where I left off on the other one to kind of just see if we can notice. a bigger difference on there. Okay. I can already tell it's going to be a lot easier doing this presser foot versus the other one. Oh yeah, I'm already seeing like a huge difference here. All right, and okay, so hopefully you can see it here pretty well. Sorry, my desk has some paint on it. It's obviously dry, but I'm just letting you know about that, so don't get too concerned about that. So this is my original seam allowance, which I'm still not even sure exactly what it is because it really doesn't say. So you can kind of see, and then once I hit the 1/4 inch, it's not like perfect up here because I'm still kind of getting used to it there. It's like quite a lot of difference. So if you look at it like as a whole, I mean, yeah, you can see this one's way over here and then that one is pretty small. So that would definitely be a difference in sewing. And I am interested to see if this will help me out. And I really hope it does because that would be great. Another thing that I got is this thing called a Sidewinder. It's basically just like a portable bobbin maker. I wanted something like this because I didn't want to have to unthread all of my thread every time to make bobbins because it just gets kind of annoying. Plus you use a lot of thread when you make a quilt, so it's just kind of nice to be able to do it real quick and just kind of separately. So this is the little box thing. It is supposed to be portable, so I can just kind of show you, like, if you close it, it looks like a little container, has a little handle there. I didn't get it for the portability or anything like that. So that's just going to be like a bonus. I doubt I'm going to take it with me anywhere, but I guess you never know. So according to the instructions, because I kind of read them a little bit ahead of time, you put your thread on this, which, there we go. I've already poked the hole, so it's a little easier to get it. And then you, see, go through this thing right here. You wrap around here. And then, of course, you go through the top of your bobbin. Your little holes that you have at the top there. I don't know if it's focusing. Your little hole. And then you put it on. That part's basically just like a regular thing. And then I'm assuming this, you know, you lock it into place, which that's like pretty flimsy. But hopefully it would just be just enough pressure to do it. And then you just press the button and I guess it just goes. These two little things are just to store bobbins. If you just want to have some empty ones in there, that's what that is. So let me go ahead and set the camera down for a second and get it all set up and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. I've got my thread here. It's going through that little hole right there. Got it wrapped around. And then I've got my little bit of thread poking out the top of this bobbin. Normally when you use your sewing machine, of course, you would like hold this and then, you know, press your foot there and then it would go. So I'm kind of curious, like, what I need to do. There's honestly, like, not very many instructions at all. Yeah, so I'm just hoping this is going to work. Also, it does luckily say that it automatically stops winding when full. So let's just go ahead and press the button. Oh. Is it winding? Nope, it's not. Okay. So... oh, okay, is it just going to keep going, even though it's not doing anything? Oh, okay, there it goes. Oh, yeah, okay, so I did need to hold the tail there. Oh my gosh, that looks so crazy. On camera, it doesn't really look like it's moving, but it's actually spinning so fast. Oh my goodness, that looks so funny. It's spinning so fast, it looks like it's moving slow. And as you can see, that thread is going crazy. Oh, there we go. Wow, okay. And that was also like much faster and easier than it is on the sewing machine. So that is great. Okay. I think my problem was I didn't hold that tail because I'm trying to do this like one-handed. So I was like, oh, I totally forgot about that. So yeah, that makes sense that you would have to hold the tail just the same as the sewing machine. So, okay, well, that's a success. I'm probably just going to go ahead and make a few bobbins up then. Okay, so I have my 5 bobbins here that I made. It took like no time at all. But if you plan on getting this, I don't know if it's just mine or if it's the type of bobbins I have or whatever, but oh my goodness. getting the bobbins off of this thing, well, getting them on too, is like, you feel like you're gonna break it. Like literally. And this thing's like kind of flimsy, so when you have to like press down on it, I feel like I'm just gonna, well, I feel like I'm gonna break the bobbin. I also feel like I'm gonna like have this cave in or something like that. There was one, like the next to last one that I was doing, I went to like pull it off and it popped off and like flew across the room. Like it hit the wall and like landed on the floor way over there. So yeah, I'm gonna show you like kind of what that looked like. What? Oh, another thing I forgot to mention is it does have a place to plug it in. I just did batteries just because I didn't see where the plug was until after I put the batteries in there. So yeah, just a note on that.